Have you ever wondered why some people conquer mountains while others can't even conquer their mornings? Discipline isn't just a habit. It's a war waged silently in your mind, where every choice is a battle between the person you are and the person you could become. In this video, you'll discover how your smallest daily decisions forge unshakable power, why your mind is both your greatest ally and deadliest enemy, and how to transform obstacles into stepping stones, just as J.K. Rowling did when she turned rock bottom into a billion-dollar empire. But the real question isn't whether you'll win or lose this war. It's whether you'll look back in 10 years shackled by regret or liberated by the quiet victories you start today. Stay until the end, and you'll see the chilling cost of surrender and the exact blueprint to claim the life only the disciplined ever touch. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Yet, for many, the morning is not a time of gratitude or purpose, but a battlefield of snooze buttons, rushed routines, and scattered thoughts. Picture two versions of the same person. One wakes up at dawn, embraces the silence, and begins the day with intention, while the other stumbles out of bed, already behind, scrambling to catch up with a world that feels like it's moving too fast. The difference between these two mornings isn't just a matter of time, it's a matter of discipline. The disciplined morning is built on small, deliberate choices, choosing to rise early, to move the body, to nourish the mind with clarity instead of chaos. These choices, though seemingly insignificant, compound over time. Each morning becomes a brick in the foundation of a life built on purpose. The undisciplined morning, on the other hand, is a cascade of missed opportunities. Hitting snooze, skipping breakfast, scrolling through distractions, these small surrenders add up, not just in hours lost, but in the erosion of self, respect, and momentum. The truth is, the morning is a microcosm of life itself. It's where the war against yourself is fought most fiercely, where the battle between comfort and growth plays out in real time. The disciplined don't win because they're stronger or smarter. They win because they understand that every choice, no matter how small, is a vote for the person they want to become. And when those votes pile up, they don't just shape a day, they shape a destiny. The power to win the war starts the moment you open your eyes. What you do next is everything. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This simple yet profound truth reveals the hidden war raging within your mind, a war where every thought is a brushstroke, painting the canvas of your identity. Imagine your mind as a garden, plant seeds of discipline, and you cultivate focus, resilience, and self-respect. But let weeds of procrastination, distraction, or self-doubt take root, and the garden becomes overrun, choking the life out of your potential. The battle isn't fought with swords or shields. It's fought in the quiet moments when you choose to act or delay, to focus or drift, to believe in yourself or succumb to doubt. Procrastination, for example, isn't just a harmless habit, it's a slow poison. Every time you put off a task, you're not just delaying an action, you're feeding a narrative of guilt, inadequacy, and failure. That guilt doesn't vanish. It lingers, staining your soul with the color of regret. Over time, these small acts of avoidance accumulate, shaping not just your habits, but your very sense of self. You begin to see yourself as someone who doesn't follow through, who can't be trusted to keep promises, even to yourself. Yet the opposite is also true. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you're not just completing a task, you're reinforcing a belief in your own capability. You're telling yourself, "I am someone who does what needs to be done." These small victories, repeated over time, dye your soul with the colors of confidence, integrity, and strength. The war within your mind isn't won in a single, dramatic battle. It's won in the quiet, consistent choices to align your actions with your values. The thoughts you entertain today become the person you are tomorrow. What will you let them paint? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." These words cut to the heart of a truth that few fully grasp. Obstacles are not roadblocks, but stepping stones. Consider J.K. Rowling, a single mother living on welfare, struggling with depression, and facing rejection after rejection from publishers. Her life was a series of obstacles that would have crushed most people. Yet, instead of surrendering to despair, she used her adversity as fuel. Every rejection letter, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt became a reason to push harder, to refine her craft, to prove to herself that she could create something extraordinary. The result? Harry Potter. A story that not only transformed her life, but touched the lives of millions. Challenges have a way of revealing who we are. They strip away the illusions of comfort and force us to confront our own strength or lack of it. For Rowling, the obstacle wasn't just a test of her talent. It was a test of her discipline. Writing in cafes while her baby slept, rewriting chapters late into the night. Persisting when the world told her to quit, these were the moments that forged her into the person she needed to be. The obstacle didn't just shape her story, it became the story. The same principle applies to every one of us. The challenges you face, whether it's a demanding job, a personal loss, or a dream that feels out of reach, are not barriers to your success. They are the very things that will make your success meaningful. Discipline isn't about avoiding obstacles. It's about embracing them, using them as fuel to push forward when everything in you wants to stop. The obstacle isn't the enemy, it's the way. What you do with it determines who you become. Marcus Aurelius once said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." These words cut to the core of a truth that is often overlooked. Discipline is not just about action, but about integrity. Every lie, whether to yourself or to others, is a crack in the armor of discipline, weakening your resolve and eroding your self-respect. Consider the world of professional athletes, where the temptation to take shortcuts is ever present. Some choose to dope, trading honesty for a fleeting moment of glory. But the truth always comes to light, and when it does, the consequences are devastating, not just for their careers, but for their sense of self. The athlete who cheats may win a medal, but they lose something far more valuable: the quiet pride that comes from knowing they earned it through hard work and integrity. In contrast, the athlete who chooses honest training, who embraces the grind and resists the allure of shortcuts, builds something unshakable. Their discipline is not just physical but moral, rooted in a commitment to truth. Every early morning, every drop of sweat, every moment of pain becomes a testament to their character. They may not always win the race, but they win something deeper: the knowledge that they stayed true to themselves, no matter the cost. The same principle applies to every aspect of life. Every time you lie to yourself about your habits, your goals, your progress, you weaken the foundation of your discipline. But every time you choose truth, even when it's hard, you strengthen it. Truth is the armor that protects you from the temptations of shortcuts and excuses. It's the compass that guides you through the chaos, reminding you of who you are and what you stand for. The path of discipline is not easy, but it is honest. And in that honesty lies your greatest strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." These words capture the essence of the quiet victory within, a victory that is not about external achievements, but about mastering the internal battles that define who you are. Discipline is often misunderstood as a form of restriction, a life of endless rules and sacrifices. But in truth, it is the ultimate form of freedom. It is the freedom to rise above distractions, to act with intention, and to live a life aligned with your deepest values. The disciplined life is not a prison. It is a sanctuary, a place where you are no longer a slave to impulses, excuses, or the opinions of others. Imagine two futures: one where you look back on a life of purpose, built on the small, consistent choices that shaped your days. You see a person who faced challenges with courage, who stayed true to their principles, and who found joy in the journey itself. The other future is one of regret, a life where opportunities were squandered, where potential was left untapped, and where the weight of what if hangs heavy. The difference between these two futures is not talent or luck, it is discipline. The quiet victory within is not won in a single moment, but in the accumulation of moments where you choose to retreat into your soul, to confront the war within, and to emerge stronger. It is in these moments that you discover the true power of discipline, the power to shape your destiny, to live without regret, and to find peace in the knowledge that you gave your best. The war against yourself is not fought with weapons but with choices, and every choice is a chance to win. Retreat into your soul, face the battle, and claim the life that only the disciplined ever touch. If this video resonated with you, give it a like and drop a comment below with one word that captures what discipline means to you, whether it's freedom, focus, integrity, or something else entirely. Let me and others know you've made it to the end, and let's keep this conversation going. Your journey is just beginning, and every step forward is a victory.